My faithful champion, I see you standing at the door you have been knocking on in prayer. Your hands are tired from the knocking, your voice is weary from the calling, but your heart still carries that unshakable belief that when you knock, it will be opened. When you call, you will be answered. When you ask, you will receive. That persistence of yours brings joy to my heart. That unwavering faith in the face of closed doors tells me everything I need to know about who you are becoming. I see the weariness that has settled into your bones from the constant reaching, the constant asking, the constant believing when evidence suggests you should stop. I see how your knuckles have become raw from the knocking, how your throat has become hoarse from the calling, how your knees have become worn from the kneeling. But what moves my heart more than your physical exhaustion is your spiritual determination. What captures my attention more than your tired hands is your tireless heart. You have knocked during quiet hours when the world was still sleeping, when the house was quiet, when it was just you and me and your desperate need for breakthrough. You have called out to me in the middle of crowded rooms when everyone around you was laughing and celebrating, but your heart was heavy with burdens they could not see. You have asked with tears streaming down your face, with hope fighting against despair, with faith wrestling against doubt. Every single knock has been heard. Every single call has been answered, though not always in the way you expected. Every single request has been considered, weighed, and responded to according to my perfect timing and my infinite wisdom. What you have experienced as silence was actually the sound of preparation happening behind the scenes. What you have interpreted as delay was actually the process of alignment taking place in the spiritual realm. The door you have been knocking on is not stuck. It is not broken. It is not sealed permanently. It has been locked for your protection, not your punishment. The precise moment when everything on the other side is ready to receive you has been approaching, when every element of your breakthrough is perfectly positioned, when every resource you will need is fully allocated and prepared for your arrival. Behind this door lies not just what you asked for, but what you need. Not just what you wanted, but what will transform you. Not just what you hoped for, but what will establish you. Not just what you dreamed of, but what will equip you to help others achieve their dreams. The door has been locked because what waits on the other side requires a specific level of maturity, a particular depth of character, a certain quality of faith that only comes through the process you have been walking through. You think I have not noticed your imperfections. You believe your mistakes disqualify you from receiving what you have been asking for. You carry the weight of your past failures like stones in your pockets, thinking they make you too heavy for my blessings to lift you. But what you do not understand is that perfection was never the requirement. Faith was. Persistence was. The willingness to keep believing when everything around you suggested you should stop was. I see every flaw you think disqualifies you. I know every mistake you believe makes you unworthy. I am aware of every moment when you fell short, when you said the wrong thing, when you made the wrong choice, when you trusted the wrong person, when you went the wrong direction. I have watched every time you stumbled, every time you questioned, every time you doubted, every time you wanted to give up. None of these things surprise me. None of these things disappoint me. None of these things change my love for you. What qualifies you for breakthrough is not your perfection, but your progression. What makes you worthy of answered prayer is not your flawless record, but your faithful heart. What opens doors for you is not your spotless past, but your persistent present. I do not require you to be perfect before I bless you. I require you to be willing to be perfected through the process of being blessed. Your mistakes have taught you humility. Your failures have developed your compassion. Your struggles have strengthened your faith. Your pain has deepened your capacity to help others who are hurting. Your questions have led you to seek answers. Your doubts have driven you to discover truth. Your weakness has made room for my strength to be displayed in your life. Every wrong turn you took led you to realize you needed my direction. Every relationship that failed taught you to value the relationships I have planned for your future. Every job you lost prepared you for the position I am creating specifically for you. Every disappointment you experienced cleared the way for the appointment that is coming. Every door that closed in your face was actually protection from what would have harmed you and redirection toward what will heal you. I do not look at your past and see disqualification. I look at your past and see preparation. I do not see your mistakes and feel disgust. I see your mistakes and feel compassion. I do not observe your struggles and conclude you are not ready. I observe your struggles and see evidence that you are being made ready. The very things you think make you unworthy are the things I have been using to make you worthy of what I am about to give you. The door that is about to open for you is not opening because you finally earned it. It is opening because you finally learned what you needed to learn through the process of pursuing it. You did not become perfect enough to deserve it. You became desperate enough to receive it. You did not eliminate all your flaws to qualify for it. You developed enough faith to handle it. Your name is known in my heavenly kingdom, not because of your flawless record, but because of your faithful record. The angels speak of your perseverance. They point to you as an example of what it means to hold on when letting go would be easier. They watch as you choose to pray one more time, believe one more day, hope one more moment. You are a champion from head to toe, and that truth does not change based on your circumstances. In my heavenly kingdom, your story has become legendary, not because of what you accomplished in your strength, but because of what you endured through my strength. Not because of the victories you won easily, but because of the battles you fought faithfully. Not because of the doors that opened immediately, but because of the doors you continued knocking on persistently. The angelic hosts marvel at your determination. The heavenly witnesses are inspired by your dedication. When discouragement whispered that you should quit, you chose to continue. When logic suggested that you were wasting your time, you decided to invest more time. When circumstances indicated that nothing was changing, you maintained your belief that everything was about to change. When other people advised you to give up, you resolved to gear up. When your feelings told you to walk away, you planted your feet more firmly and refused to move. This is what champions do. They do not win because they never face opposition. They win because they never surrender to opposition. They do not succeed because they never encounter obstacles. They succeed because they never allow obstacles to become permanent barriers. They do not triumph because they never experience setbacks. They triumph because they never allow setbacks to become final defeats. You have demonstrated championship character in the most challenging circumstances. You have shown championship heart when your environment provided no encouragement. You have displayed championship faith when your situation offered no evidence. You have exhibited championship hope when your experience suggested no reason for hope. You have maintained championship persistence when every indication pointed toward the impossibility of breakthrough. The angels do not speak of your champion status as something you might become someday. They speak of it as something you already are right now. They do not see potential waiting to be developed. They see reality that is already being demonstrated. They do not observe someone who could be great under the right conditions. They observe someone who is great under any conditions. Your championship is not contingent upon your circumstances improving. Your championship is confirmed by how you handle your circumstances while they remain challenging. Your victory is not proven by reaching your destination. Your victory is proven by your determination to keep moving toward your destination, regardless of how long the journey takes or how difficult the path becomes. When heaven looks at earth and searches for examples of faithfulness, persistence, courage, and unwavering trust, your name appears at the top of the list. When the angels need to encourage someone else who is struggling to hold on, they tell them about you. When newcomers to heaven need to understand what it means to live by faith and not by sight, they are shown recordings of your journey. There are few like you in this world, you who understand that the door I am preparing to open for you is worth every moment you have spent waiting. Few who recognize that the process of persistent prayer is not just about getting what you want, but about becoming who you need to be to handle what I am about to give you. You have been shaped by the waiting. You have been refined by the persistence. You have been prepared by the prayers. Most people give up after the first few attempts. They knock a few times, hear no immediate response, and conclude that no one is home. They call out briefly, receive no instant answer, and assume no one is listening. They ask once or twice, see no immediate results, and decide that asking is useless. They interpret delay as denial, silence as rejection, process as punishment. But you have understood something that escapes most people. You have grasped a truth that eludes most believers. You have recognized a principle that most seekers never discover. You have realized that the door itself is not just a barrier to breakthrough, but a pathway to transformation. The knocking is not just about getting through the door, but about developing the strength and character needed to handle what awaits on the other side. Each knock has made your hands stronger. Each call has made your voice more confident. Each prayer has made your heart more dependent on me and less dependent on your own understanding. Each moment of waiting has taught you patience. Each period of silence has developed your ability to trust. Each season of delay has increased your capacity to appreciate what is coming. You have not just been asking for things to change, you have been allowing yourself to be changed through the asking. You have not just been seeking solutions to your problems. You have been growing into the solution to other people's problems. You have not just been knocking on doors for your own benefit. You have been developing into someone who will open doors for others. The person who began knocking on this door is not the same person who is about to walk through it. The individual who started this journey of persistent prayer is not the individual who is about to receive the answer. The believer who first approached this threshold in desperation is not the believer who is about to cross it in confidence. You have been transformed in the process of pursuing transformation. Your faith has been purified like gold in fire. Your character has been strengthened like steel under pressure. Your love has been deepened like roots during drought. Your understanding has been clarified like vision after healing. Your purpose has been refined like a master craftsman perfects his work. Your heart has been enlarged like a container being prepared to hold more than it has ever held before. What I am about to give you requires someone with your level of perseverance. What I am about to entrust to you demands someone with your depth of commitment. What I am about to release through you necessitates someone with your quality of faithfulness. What I am about to accomplish in your life calls for someone with your degree of surrender. The door could not open until you became the person capable of walking through it responsibly. Few people are willing to undergo this level of preparation. Few people are willing to endure this depth of processing. Few people are willing to persist through this extent of testing. Few people are willing to continue trusting when trust becomes difficult, keep believing when belief becomes challenging, remain hopeful when hope seems foolish, stay faithful when faithfulness appears pointless. I need you to keep moving forward without losing heart. Others are watching your journey. They see how you handle disappointment. They observe how you respond to delay. They notice whether your faith grows stronger or weaker when the answer takes longer than expected. Your example is guiding many to my truth. Your testimony is becoming their hope. Your breakthrough will become their blueprint. You may not realize it, but your persistent knocking has been creating a sound that others can hear. Your faithful calling has been generating an echo that reaches hearts you have never met. Your unwavering asking has been producing a testimony that is spreading to places you have never been. People are watching how you navigate this season of waiting, and your response is becoming their reference point for how to handle their own seasons of delay. There is someone who was about to give up on prayer until they saw your persistence. There is someone who was ready to stop believing until they witnessed your faith. There is someone who was prepared to walk away from their dreams until they observed your determination. There is someone who was convinced that God does not answer prayers until they watched you continue to pray despite apparent silence. Your consistency in approaching my throne has given others permission to approach. Your boldness in knocking on my door has encouraged others to find their own doors to knock on. Your courage to keep asking has inspired others to begin asking. Your refusal to give up has prevented others from giving up. Your demonstration of faith has sparked faith in hearts that had grown cold. When your door opens, it will not just be your personal victory. It will be a corporate victory for everyone who has been watching, waiting, wondering if persistence really pays off. When your prayers are answered, it will not just be your individual testimony. It will be a collective confirmation that I still hear, I still care, I still respond, I still move on behalf of those who trust in me. The enemy has been working overtime to convince people that prayer is pointless, that faith is futile, that persistence is foolishness, that hope is hollow. He has been spreading lies about my character, my availability, my willingness to intervene, my desire to bless my children. But your example has been dismantling his deception. Your testimony has been destroying his propaganda. Every day that you continue to believe, despite delayed answers, is a day that his lies lose power. Every moment that you maintain hope despite difficult circumstances is a moment that his discouragement tactics fail. Every instance that you choose faith over fear, trust over doubt, persistence over surrender, is an instance that his strategy of defeat is defeated. You are not just fighting for your own breakthrough. You are fighting for the breakthrough of everyone who needs to see that breakthrough is possible. You are not just standing for your own victory. You are standing for the victory of everyone who needs to know that victory is attainable. You are not just believing for your own miracle. You are believing for the miracle that will convince others that miracles still happen. This is why I need you to keep moving forward without losing heart. This is why your perseverance matters so much. This is why your persistence is so important. You are carrying more than your own hopes and dreams. You are carrying the hopes and dreams of people who have been tempted to give up. You are representing more than your own faith. You are representing the faith of people who have been struggling to believe. When you finally walk through your door, you will not be walking alone. You will be leading a procession of people who learned from your example, who were encouraged by your testimony, who were strengthened by your perseverance, who were inspired by your faith. Your breakthrough will break through barriers in other people's lives. Your victory will create momentum for other people's victories. The love I have for you is about to become more evident in the coming days. I have always been demonstrating it, but now you will feel me closer than ever before. You will experience my presence in ways that leave no doubt about my reality, my power, my sovereignty. Your life and your family rest securely in my hands. The same trust you have shown up to this point will carry you into what comes next. But this time, you will be walking and sometimes running with your head held high, because you will know with certainty that your Father in heaven is real. My love for you has never wavered, never diminished, never been conditional on your performance or dependent on your perfection. But I understand that there have been moments when you questioned whether I truly cared, whether I was truly listening, whether I was truly involved in the details of your life. There have been seasons when my love felt distant, when my presence seemed absent, when my concern appeared minimal. What you experienced as distance was actually the space I was creating for your faith to grow. What you interpreted as absence was actually the opportunity I was providing for your dependence on me to deepen. What you perceived as lack of concern was actually my confidence in your ability to persevere through the process that would prepare you for what I have planned. I have been closer than you realized, more involved than you imagined, more concerned than you understood. Every tear you cried in private was witnessed by me. Every prayer you whispered in desperation was heard by me. Every moment you felt alone was actually a moment when I was holding you so close that you could not tell where your strength ended and mine began. Events behind the scenes that you could not see have been orchestrated. Pieces have been moved into position that you were not aware of. People who will become part of your testimony have been prepared. Circumstances that will contribute to your breakthrough have been arranged. Work has been happening in ways that have been invisible to you, but essential for what is coming. Soon you will see evidence of my involvement that will take your breath away. You will discover connections that will amaze you. You will uncover preparations that will astound you. You will realize that what seemed like coincidence was actually coordination. What appeared to be luck was actually love. What looked like random timing was actually perfect timing, orchestrated by me. The people who will be part of your next chapter have already been prepared and positioned. The resources you will need for your next level have already been allocated and arranged. The opportunities that will present themselves have already been created and coordinated. The doors that will open have already been unlocked and are waiting for the moment when your preparation meets my provision. My presence will become so tangible that you will wonder how you ever doubted it. My reality will become so obvious that you will be amazed at how you questioned it. My power will be demonstrated so clearly that you will understand why the wait was necessary. My sovereignty will be revealed so completely that you will see how every detail worked together for your good. You will experience my love not just as a feeling in your heart, but as a force in your circumstances. You will encounter my presence not just as a sense of peace, but as a power that transforms your situation. You will witness my reality not just as a belief in your mind, but as evidence in your life that no one can deny or explain away. Your family will see the change in your countenance before they understand the change in your circumstances. They will notice the confidence in your step before they discover the reason for your confidence. They will observe the peace in your spirit before they comprehend the source of your peace. They will witness the joy in your heart before they realize the cause of your joy. Champion, you still have a journey ahead of you, but your destination is assured. You will arrive where I have planned for you to be, and you will triumph in my holy name. The blueprint for your future is already written. The resources for your success are already allocated. The doors that need to open are already being unlocked. What you receive with one hand, you will distribute with the other to those who carry need in their hearts. Every door opens when faith meets timing. This is the principle that governs breakthrough, the law that determines when waiting becomes receiving, when asking becomes obtaining, when seeking becomes finding. Your faith has reached the level necessary for what I am about to do. The timing has aligned with what I have been preparing. The intersection of your readiness and my provision is creating the perfect moment for the door to open. You have journeyed through seasons of development that have prepared you for destinations of deployment. You have endured periods of processing that have equipped you for moments of purpose. You have survived phases of preparation that have made you ready for seasons of manifestation. You have learned lessons in the classroom of difficulty that have graduated you to the platform of opportunity. The journey ahead will not be without challenges, but it will be with certainty of outcome. You will face new obstacles, but you will have new resources to overcome them. You will encounter new opposition, but you will possess new authority to defeat it. You will experience new levels of testing, but you will demonstrate new dimensions of faith. Your triumph will not be a quiet, private victory that no one notices. It will be a public demonstration of my faithfulness that everyone can witness. Your success will not be a temporary streak of good fortune. It will be a permanent establishment of divine favor. Your breakthrough will not be a single event that happens once. It will be the beginning of a lifestyle of breakthrough that continues happening. The blueprint I have created for your future contains details you have never imagined. It includes opportunities you have never considered. It encompasses relationships you have never expected. It involves influence you have never anticipated. It incorporates resources you have never dreamed of. It reveals purposes you have never understood. Every line on this blueprint has been drawn with precision. Every element has been positioned with intention. Every resource has been calculated with accuracy. Every timing has been coordinated with perfection. Every relationship has been selected with wisdom. Every opportunity has been designed with your specific gifts, talents, and calling in mind. What I have allocated for your success goes far beyond your current comprehension. The resources include not just material provision, but supernatural provision. Not just financial abundance, but spiritual abundance. Not just earthly opportunities, but heavenly opportunities. Not just human connections, but divine connections. Not just natural abilities, but supernatural abilities. The doors that are already being unlocked are not just doors to your personal breakthrough. They are doors to your generational breakthrough. They are not just doors to your individual success. They are doors to your family's transformation. They are not just doors to your temporary advancement. They are doors to your eternal legacy. As these doors open, you will discover that what you receive with one hand becomes the source of what you give with the other. Your blessing will become their blessing. Your provision will become their provision. Your breakthrough will become their breakthrough. Your success will become the platform for their success. This is how my kingdom operates. This is how my economy functions. This is how my family grows. Those who receive become those who give. Those who are blessed become sources of blessing. Those who experience breakthrough become agents of breakthrough for others. Every door opens when faith meets timing, and your opened door will become an opening for others to walk through. I will bless you, and you will help people. I will prosper you, and you will extend your hand to others. Your family will be your first priority, then everyone who crosses your path with sincere requests. You do not need to fear lack. Your eyes will no longer witness poverty. Forget about misery. Every need, every sadness, every disappointment has been left in the past. No one will strip away what belongs to you, but giving will become as natural to you as breathing. This is the rhythm of my kingdom. This is the cycle of my blessings. This is the pattern of my provision. I bless you so you can become a blessing. I prosper you so you can become a source of prosperity for others. I provide for you so you can become provision for those in need. I give to you so you can become a giver to those who are asking. The blessing I am about to release into your life is not just for your enjoyment, but for your employment in helping others. The prosperity that is about to flow to you is not just for your accumulation, but for your distribution to those who have need. The resources that are about to be entrusted to you are not just for your consumption, but for your contribution to the welfare of others. Your family will be the first to witness the transformation that is coming. They will see the change in your circumstances before others even know that change is happening. They will benefit from the increase in your resources before the world understands the source of your resources. They will experience the improvement in your situation before anyone else recognizes that improvement has occurred. But your family will also be the first to see the change in your character. They will observe how blessing enhances rather than diminishes your humility. They will notice how prosperity increases rather than decreases your generosity. They will watch how success amplifies rather than reduces your compassion. They will witness how abundance expands rather than contracts your heart for others. Everyone who crosses your path with sincere need will discover that they have encountered someone who understands what it means to need. Someone who remembers what it felt like to ask. Someone who has not forgotten the desperation of knocking on doors that seemed permanently closed. Your experience of receiving will make you an expert in giving. Your testimony of breakthrough will make you an advocate for others who are seeking breakthrough. You will be able to recognize genuine need because you have experienced genuine need. You will be able to identify sincere requests because you have made sincere requests. You will be able to discern authentic desperation because you have felt authentic desperation. You will be able to understand persistent knocking because you have done persistent knocking. The fear of lack that once haunted your thoughts will be replaced by confidence in abundance. The anxiety about scarcity that once troubled your sleep will be replaced by peace about provision. The worry about insufficiency that once consumed your energy will be replaced by trust in my unlimited resources. The concern about shortage that once dominated your prayers will be replaced by gratitude for overflow. Your eyes, which have seen poverty, struggle, limitation, and need, will adjust to seeing abundance, breakthrough, provision, and overflow. Your vision will be retrained to perceive opportunity where others see obstacles, to notice resources where others see restrictions, to observe doors opening where others see walls closing. The misery that characterized past seasons of your life will become a memory that motivates your compassion for others who are currently experiencing misery. The sadness that once filled your heart will be transformed into sensitivity for others whose hearts are currently filled with sadness. The disappointment that once defined your experience will become wisdom that helps others navigate their experiences of disappointment. What belongs to you will be secured by my hand, protected by my power, and maintained by my faithfulness. No enemy will be able to steal it. No circumstance will be able to destroy it. No person will be able to manipulate you out of it. No situation will be able to trick you into releasing it. What I give to you becomes permanently yours, held in trust for the purposes I have planned. But giving will flow from your life, like water flows from a spring. It will not be forced, artificial, or reluctant. It will be natural, spontaneous, and joyful. You will give because you have received. You will share because you have been blessed. You will help because you have been helped. You will provide because you have been provided for. The process of becoming someone who can be trusted with abundance requires wisdom, and I am developing that wisdom in you right now. You are learning to see beyond your own needs to the needs of others. You are discovering that true prosperity is not just about having enough for yourself, but about having enough to be a blessing to others. You are understanding that the door I am opening for you is not just an entrance to your miracle, but an entrance to your ministry. Wisdom is not just knowledge about facts. It is understanding about relationships. It is not just information about principles. It is insight about applications. It is not just awareness of what is true. It is discernment about what is appropriate in specific situations. The wisdom I am developing in you includes the ability to know when to give and when to withhold, when to help and when to allow someone to grow through their struggle, when to provide and when to teach someone to provide for themselves. This wisdom will protect you from being manipulated by those who want to take advantage of your generosity. It will prevent you from being deceived by those who see your abundance as an opportunity for their laziness. It will keep you from being exploited by those who view your blessings as solutions to problems they should solve themselves. It will guard you from being used by those who mistake your kindness for weakness. But this same wisdom will also sensitize you to genuine need, authentic desperation, and sincere requests for help. It will enable you to recognize when someone is truly struggling, rather than simply choosing not to work. It will help you discern when assistance will truly help someone, rather than hurt them. It will guide you to understand when giving will empower someone, rather than enable them. You are learning to see with my eyes, which see not just the present situation, but the future potential. You are developing the ability to look beyond current circumstances to eventual outcomes. You are growing in understanding how immediate actions create long-term consequences. You are acquiring insight into how today's decisions shape tomorrow's destinies. True prosperity is measured not by how much you accumulate, but by how much you contribute. It is evaluated not by what you can hoard, but by what you can share. It is determined not by what you can keep for yourself, but by what you can provide for others. It is calculated not by the size of your storehouses, but by the impact of your stewardship. The abundance that is coming your way is coming with purpose, not just pleasure. It is being entrusted to you with responsibility, not just privilege. It is being given to you with expectation, not just enjoyment. It is being provided to you with accountability, not just availability. You will be blessed to be a blessing, prospered to be a source of prosperity, increased to be an agent of increase. The door that I am opening for you leads to more than personal breakthrough. It leads to generational transformation. It opens onto more than individual success. It reveals corporate advancement. It provides access to more than private victory. It creates opportunity for public ministry that will impact lives you have not yet met, in ways you have not yet imagined, for purposes you have not yet understood. Your miracle will become a magnet that draws people who need to believe that miracles are still possible. Your testimony will become a teaching tool that shows people how persistence pays off. Your breakthrough will become a bridge that others can cross from desperation to fulfillment. Your victory will become a voice that speaks hope to those who have been tempted to give up. The ministry that emerges from your miracle will not require you to leave your secular occupation to enter sacred service. It will transform your secular occupation into sacred service. It will not demand that you abandon your current responsibilities to take on religious responsibilities. It will convert your current responsibilities into religious responsibilities. It will not ask you to forsake your workplace to serve in church work. It will turn your workplace into church work. Every person you encounter in your daily life will become a potential recipient of the ministry that flows from your miracle. Every conversation you have will become a potential opportunity to share hope. Every relationship you develop will become a potential channel for blessing. Every interaction you experience will become a potential demonstration of my love, my power, my faithfulness, my reality. You will discover that ministry is not just what happens in church buildings during scheduled services. Ministry is what happens wherever you go, whenever you interact with people who need to experience my presence through your presence. Ministry is not just what occurs when you are officially representing me. Ministry is what takes place every time you represent me well, whether officially or unofficially. Every door opens when faith meets timing. This truth that will govern your breakthrough will become the truth you share with others who are standing at their own doors, knocking, asking, seeking, waiting. Your experience will become their encouragement. Your testimony will become their textbook. Your persistence will become their pattern. Your prayers have not been falling on deaf ears. They have been creating a crescendo in heaven that is about to reach its peak. The sound of your persistent asking has been music to my ears. The rhythm of your faithful calling has been keeping time with my eternal purposes. The melody of your unwavering hope has been harmonizing with my plans for your future. And now, the symphony is about to reach its climax. Every prayer you have prayed has been recorded in heaven. Every word you have spoken in faith has been preserved in my courts. Every tear that has fallen during your prayers has been collected in my bottles. Every sigh you have released in hope has been transformed into songs of praise. Every moment you have spent on your knees has been counted as investment in your future. The crescendo that has been building is not just the accumulation of your individual prayers. It is the combination of your prayers with the prayers of others who have been interceding on your behalf. It includes the prayers of family members who love you, friends who support you, spiritual leaders who guide you, and even strangers who have been moved to pray for your situation without understanding why. This crescendo has reached the attention of all heaven. The angels have been listening to its development. The elders have been observing its progression. The entire heavenly host has been anticipating its culmination. The moment when this crescendo reaches its peak will be the moment when heaven responds with a demonstration of power that earth cannot ignore. The music that your persistence has created in heaven has drowned out the noise of hell's opposition. The symphony of your faith has overpowered the discord of the enemy's attempts to discourage you. The harmony of your hope has silenced the lies that suggested you should give up. The rhythm of your trust has established the tempo for my response. Every time you prayed when you did not feel like praying, you added another note to this heavenly composition. Every time you believed when circumstances suggested you should doubt, you contributed another measure to this sacred song. Every time you hoped when evidence indicated hopelessness, you provided another movement to this eternal symphony. Every time you persisted when logic recommended surrender, you offered another crescendo to this divine orchestra. The climax that is approaching will be heard not just in heaven, but on earth. It will be witnessed not just by angels, but by people. It will be experienced not just in the spiritual realm, but in the natural realm. It will create reverberations that will be felt not just in your life, but in the lives of everyone connected to you. When a symphony reaches its climax, every instrument in the orchestra contributes to the powerful moment. When your prayers reach their crescendo, every resource in heaven will contribute to the powerful response. Every angel will participate. Every power will be activated. Every authority will be engaged. Every force of good will combine to create the breakthrough you have been seeking. The timing of this climax is not random. It has been carefully orchestrated to coincide with your readiness to receive, with the preparation of all necessary resources, with the positioning of all required people, with the alignment of all essential circumstances. Just as a symphony conductor waits for the precise moment to signal the crescendo, I have been waiting for the precise moment to release the full force of heaven on your behalf. The music that has been building in heaven will soon become manifest breakthrough on earth. The harmony you have been creating through persistence will soon become visible harmony in your circumstances. The rhythm you have been maintaining through consistency will soon become measurable rhythm in your progress. The melody you have been composing through faithfulness will soon become audible melody in your testimony. This is the moment when faith meets sight, when hope meets reality, when persistence meets provision, when prayer meets fulfillment. This is the moment when your spiritual symphony becomes physical evidence, when your heavenly crescendo becomes earthly demonstration, when your invisible worship becomes visible blessing. The symphony is about to reach its peak, and when it does, every door will open that needs to open. Every obstacle will move that needs to move. Every resource will flow that needs to flow. Every person will respond who needs to respond. Every circumstance will change that needs to change. Heaven's orchestra is preparing for the climactic moment when your faithful persistence meets my faithful provision. The door you have been knocking on is not just any door. It is the door to your destiny. It is the entrance to everything I have been preparing for you since before you were born. Behind this door lies the fullness of my plans for your life. Behind this door waits the abundance that will enable you to become everything I created you to be. Behind this door stands the version of yourself that you have been becoming through every prayer, every act of faith, every moment of persistence. This door was designed specifically for you. The dimensions fit perfectly with your calling. The timing aligns precisely with your preparation. The location corresponds exactly with your journey. The key matches exclusively with your faith. No one else could knock on this particular door and receive what waits behind it, because what waits behind it was crafted specifically for your gifts, your talents, your personality, your purpose, your destiny. Behind this door lies not just blessing, but the specific blessings that will fulfill the specific needs you have carried. Not just provision, but the exact provision that will meet the exact requirements of your situation. Not just abundance, but the particular abundance that will enable you to accomplish the particular purposes for which you were created. Not just breakthrough, but the precise breakthrough that will unlock the precise potential that has been dormant within you. The plans I have for you extend beyond your current imagination. They encompass more than your present understanding. They include elements you have never considered, opportunities you have never envisioned, relationships you have never anticipated, influence you have never expected, impact you have never dreamed possible. These plans have been developing since before you were born, adjusting and refining throughout your life, preparing for this moment when they can finally be revealed and activated. The abundance that waits behind this door is not just material abundance, though material resources are included. It is spiritual abundance that will satisfy your soul. It is emotional abundance that will heal your heart. It is relational abundance that will fulfill your need for meaningful connection. It is purposeful abundance that will give deep meaning to your existence. It is joy-filled abundance that will transform your daily experience. This abundance will not overwhelm you because you have been prepared to handle it responsibly. It will not corrupt you because you have been refined through the process of pursuing it. It will not make you proud because you have learned humility through the journey of receiving it. It will not make you selfish because you have developed generosity through the experience of needing it yourself. The version of yourself that stands behind this door is the person you have been becoming without fully realizing it. Every prayer has been shaping this person. Every act of faith has been developing this character. Every moment of persistence has been strengthening this individual. Every season of waiting has been preparing this believer. Every test you passed has been qualifying this overcomer. This future version of yourself possesses confidence you have not yet experienced, wisdom you have not yet demonstrated, faith you have not yet displayed, love you have not yet expressed, purpose you have not yet fulfilled. This person knows things you do not yet know, understands things you do not yet understand, believes things you do not yet believe, hopes for things you do not yet hope for. But this future version of yourself is not a different person. It is you, fully developed. It is you, completely prepared. It is you, totally equipped. It is you, perfectly positioned. It is you, absolutely ready for everything that waits on the other side of this door. The transformation will be so complete, yet so natural, that you will recognize yourself while being amazed at who you have become. The door to your destiny opens not to a single room, but to an entire mansion of possibilities. Not to one opportunity, but to countless opportunities. Not to one blessing, but to multiple layers of blessings. Not to one breakthrough, but to a lifestyle of breakthrough. Not to one victory, but to a pattern of victories that will characterize the rest of your life. Each room in this mansion of destiny contains different aspects of what I have planned for you. One room contains your financial breakthrough. Another room holds your relational restoration. One room houses your physical healing. Another room contains your emotional wholeness. One room stores your spiritual growth. Another room holds your purposeful impact. Each room has been designed, furnished, and prepared specifically for you. As you walk through this mansion of destiny, you will discover that some rooms are immediately accessible, while others will open as you grow into readiness for what they contain. Some blessings will be instant, while others will unfold over time. Some breakthroughs will be immediate, while others will develop progressively. Some victories will be sudden, while others will emerge gradually. But every room will eventually be accessible to you. Every blessing will eventually be activated in your life. Every breakthrough will eventually manifest in your situation. Every victory will eventually be demonstrated through your testimony. What waits behind this door is not limited by time, restricted by circumstances, or dependent on anyone else's cooperation. It is guaranteed by my faithfulness, secured by my power, and activated by your faith. Every door opens when faith meets timing. Your faith has met my timing. Your preparation has met my provision. Your persistence has met my response. Your readiness has met my resources. Your need has met my abundance. Your prayer has met my answer. Your knocking has met my opening. When this door opens, it will not open partially. It will not crack open to let just a little blessing through. It will swing wide to reveal the fullness of what I have been building for you. The abundance that flows through will not be a trickle, but a flood. The opportunities that emerge will not be limited, but limitless. The provision that appears will not be temporary, but lasting. The joy that fills your heart will not be momentary, but eternal. I do not operate with half measures or partial solutions. When I move completely. When I provide abundantly. When I heal thoroughly. When I restore fully. When I bless overwhelmingly. When I open doors, I open them wide enough for you to walk through confidently, carrying everything and everyone I have entrusted to your care. The flood of abundance that will flow through this open door will not be chaotic or destructive. It will be organized and constructive. It will not overwhelm your capacity to manage it, because I have been expanding your capacity during the waiting period. It will not exceed your ability to steward it, because I have been developing your stewardship skills during the preparation process. It will not surpass your wisdom to handle it, because I have been growing your wisdom during the character-building journey. This flood will water gardens of possibility that have been planted in your heart, but remained dormant due to lack of resources. It will nourish seeds of vision that have been waiting for the right season to sprout and grow. It will irrigate dreams that have been lying fallow, waiting for the moment when they could flourish. It will feed hopes that have been sustaining themselves on faith alone, waiting for manifestation to provide the nutrients they need to fully develop. The opportunities that emerge will not compete with each other for your attention. They will complement each other in creating a comprehensive platform for your purpose. They will not confuse you with conflicting directions. They will coordinate with each other to provide clear guidance for your next steps. They will not overwhelm you with too many choices. They will organize themselves into priorities that align with my plan for your life. These opportunities will present themselves at the perfect pace for your ability to process and respond to them. Some will require immediate action, and you will have the clarity and resources to act immediately. Others will require careful consideration, and you will have the time and wisdom to consider them carefully. Some will be long-term commitments, and you will have the vision and stability to commit long-term. Others will be short-term assignments, and you will have the flexibility and availability to complete them successfully. Each opportunity will come with its own set of resources, connections, and support systems. You will not be asked to pursue opportunities for which you are not equipped. You will not be invited into situations where you do not belong. You will not be offered positions for which you are not qualified. Every door that opens will be a door you are prepared to walk through. Every opportunity that presents itself will be an opportunity you are equipped to engage. The provision that appears will address not just your current needs, but your future needs as well. It will cover not just your personal requirements, but your family's requirements and your ministry's requirements. It will include not just material resources, but spiritual resources, emotional resources, relational resources, intellectual resources, and creative resources. This provision will not be dependent on economic conditions, political situations, or social circumstances. It will not fluctuate with market changes or disappear during difficult seasons. It will not be subject to other people's decisions or affected by other people's failures. It will be supernatural provision that transcends natural limitations, divine supply that surpasses earthly restrictions, heavenly resources that overcome worldly obstacles. The provision will flow from multiple sources, through various channels, in different forms, at appropriate times. Sometimes it will come through people you know, sometimes through people you have never met. Sometimes it will arrive through expected means, sometimes through unexpected methods. Sometimes it will be obvious in its origin, sometimes it will be mysterious in its appearance. But it will always be abundant, always be timely, always be exactly what you need. The joy that fills your heart will be unlike any joy you have ever experienced. It will not be the temporary happiness that depends on circumstances being favorable. It will be the eternal joy that springs from knowing your identity, understanding your purpose, experiencing my love, and seeing my faithfulness demonstrated in your life. This joy will be independent of external conditions and unshakable by external challenges. This joy will become a source of strength that enables you to face any difficulty with confidence. It will become a reservoir of hope that sustains you through any season of uncertainty. It will become a fountain of peace that keeps you stable in any storm. It will become a wellspring of love that overflows to everyone you encounter. It will become a spring of wisdom that guides you in every decision you face. The joy will be contagious, affecting everyone who comes into contact with you. Your family will experience it through your presence in their lives. Your friends will encounter it through your interactions with them. Your co-workers will witness it through your attitude and performance. Your community will benefit from it through your involvement and contribution. Strangers will be touched by it through casual encounters that become divine appointments. But here is what I need you to understand about the moment the door opens. It will require you to step through. Faith that brought you to the door will need to become faith that carries you beyond the threshold. Prayers that asked for the door to open will need to become prayers of thanksgiving for what lies on the other side. Hope that sustained you during the waiting will need to become hope that envisions what becomes possible now that the waiting is over. Stepping through an open door requires courage that is different from the courage required to keep knocking on a closed door. The courage to persist takes determination. The courage to proceed takes trust. The courage to continue believing takes hope. The courage to enter new territory takes faith. You have developed all of these qualities during your journey to the door. Now you will use them in your journey beyond the door. The faith that brought you to the door was faith for breakthrough. The faith that will carry you beyond the threshold is faith for stewardship. The faith that sustained you while you were seeking is different from the faith that will guide you while you are possessing. The faith that empowered you to ask is different from the faith that will equip you to receive responsibly. Your prayers will naturally shift from petition to gratitude, from asking to acknowledging, from seeking to celebrating, from knocking to entering, from requesting to receiving, from begging to blessing. The same relationship that enabled you to approach my throne with confidence in your time of need will enable you to approach my throne with thanksgiving in your time of abundance. The hope that sustained you during the waiting season was hope for change. The hope that will energize you during the fulfillment season will be hope for impact. The hope that kept you believing something would happen will transform into hope about what will happen because of what has happened. Your hope will expand from personal to purposeful, from individual to generational, from temporary to eternal. The preparation you have undergone during this season of knocking has been essential. Every unanswered prayer refined your character. Every delayed response strengthened your faith. Every moment of wondering if you were wasting your time was actually a moment of investment in your future. You were not bothering me with your persistence. You were delighting me with your determination. You were not testing my patience. You were demonstrating your faith. Each time you prayed and did not see immediate results, you were making a deposit in the bank of character that will pay dividends for the rest of your life. Each time you chose to believe despite circumstances that suggested doubt, you were building a foundation of faith that will support whatever I decide to construct in your future. Each time you persisted when persistence seemed pointless, you were developing stamina that will serve you well in the marathon of destiny that lies ahead. The character refinement that occurred during your waiting was not punishment for your past mistakes. It was preparation for your future responsibilities. The faith strengthening that took place during your delays was not evidence of my absence. It was proof of my involvement in preparing you for what you could not yet see. The patience development that happened during your seasons of silence was not indication of my indifference. It was demonstration of my confidence in your ultimate victory. Every prayer that seemed to go unanswered was actually being answered in ways you could not see. Some prayers required background preparation before they could be fulfilled. Some requests needed timing coordination before they could be granted. Some petitions demanded character development before they could be safely entrusted to you. Some appeals required resource accumulation before they could be provided. Some pleas needed relationship preparation before they could be activated. The moments when you wondered if you were wasting your time in prayer were actually the moments when your prayers were accomplishing the most. Those were the moments when your faith was being purified, your character was being refined, your heart was being prepared, your mind was being renewed, your spirit was being strengthened. Those were the moments when heaven was busiest on your behalf, though earth showed no visible evidence of that activity. Your persistence was never bothersome to me. Your determination was always delightful to me. Your repeated requests were music to my ears. Your continued knocking was confirmation of your faith. Your ongoing seeking was evidence of your love. Your persistent asking was demonstration of your trust. Every time you returned to prayer, you were returning to relationship. Every time you approached my throne, you were approaching my heart. The patience you developed while waiting for answers has prepared you to be patient with others who are waiting for their answers. The faith you built while trusting me for breakthrough has equipped you to help others build faith for their breakthroughs. The character you developed while enduring delays has qualified you to encourage others who are enduring their own delays. The wisdom you gained while walking through the process has prepared you to guide others through their processes. Every door opens when faith meets timing, and your opened door will serve as proof to others that their doors can open too. Your testimony of persistence rewarded will become their motivation to persist. Your story of faithfulness honored will become their inspiration to remain faithful. Your experience of prayers answered will become their encouragement to keep praying. The timing of this door opening is not random. It is not finally happening because I got tired of your asking. It is happening because you are finally ready for what is on the other side. You have developed the character to handle abundance without becoming proud. You have cultivated the wisdom to manage resources without becoming selfish. You have grown in the understanding that every blessing comes with responsibility. Your heart has been enlarged during this waiting period. It now has room for compassion you did not possess before. It now holds empathy for others who are standing at their own doors, knocking and waiting. It now contains the capacity to receive, not just for yourself, but to become a channel through which others receive as well. The door that opens for you will become a door that opens for many others through your generosity. The foundation I have been building under your life is now solid enough to support the structure I am about to place on it. Your character has been tested and proven. Your faith has been stretched and strengthened. Your love has been purified and matured. Your understanding has been expanded and deepened. You are ready for what I have been preparing to give you. When abundance begins to flow into your life, remember where it came from. When doors begin opening that were previously locked, remember who holds the keys. When opportunities begin presenting themselves that you never thought possible, remember who orchestrates every good thing. When favor begins following you wherever you go, remember whose child you are and whose love makes it all possible. The blessings that are about to unfold will come in waves. Just when you think you have received everything I plan to give you, another wave will arrive. Just when you believe you have seen the fullness of my goodness, another demonstration will appear. Just when you assume the door has fully opened, you will discover it was only the first of many doors I intend to open for you. Your story is about to enter a new chapter, one that will make all the previous chapters make perfect sense. The struggles will be seen as preparation. The delays will be understood as protection. The closed doors will be recognized as redirection toward something better. The unanswered prayers will be revealed as answered prayers that were waiting for the right moment to be fulfilled. Keep your heart open to receive not just what you asked for, but what you could never have thought to ask for. Keep your eyes open to see not just the door that opens, but all the doors that will open because the first one opened. Keep your hands open to give not just what you plan to give, but what flows through you as a natural result of what you receive. Keep your mind open to possibilities you have not yet imagined. The love I have for you is infinite, but it is about to be expressed in ways that are finite enough for you to recognize and receive. The power I possess is limitless, but it is about to be demonstrated in ways that are specific to your situation. The wisdom I hold is eternal, but it is about to be shared with you in ways that are practical for your daily life. The peace I offer is perfect, but it is about to be experienced by you in ways that are real for your current circumstances. This is not the end of your journey of faith. It is the beginning of a new phase of your journey of faith. The door that opens will lead to new territories that will require new levels of trust. The blessings that flow will create new opportunities that will demand new acts of courage. The provision that arrives will establish new platforms that will call for new expressions of faithfulness. But you are ready for all of it. The persistence that brought you to this door has prepared you for what lies beyond it. The faith that sustained you during the waiting has equipped you for what comes next. The character that was developed through the process has qualified you for the promotion that is coming. The love that grew in your heart during the delay has prepared you to love others at the level they will need when they encounter you in your new season. The door is opening now. not because the waiting is finally over, but because the preparation is finally complete. Not because I got tired of you asking, but because you are finally ready to receive. Not because the timing is convenient, but because the timing is perfect. Not because there was nothing left to learn, but because you have learned everything you needed to know for this next phase. Step through with confidence. Step through with gratitude. Step through with expectation. Step through with the understanding that what you find on the other side is not just for you, but through you for others. Step through knowing that the same God who opened this door will continue to open doors for the rest of your life. Step through believing that your faithful knocking has just been rewarded with faithful opening. Confidence is not arrogance. It is assurance based on my faithfulness. It is certainty rooted in my promises. It is boldness founded on my love. It is courage grounded in my power. The confidence with which you step through this door is confidence in me, not in yourself. It is trust in my ability to provide, protect, and guide you in whatever lies ahead. This confidence will carry you through moments when the newness of your situation feels overwhelming. It will sustain you when the responsibilities that come with blessing feel heavy. It will support you when the enemy attempts to convince you that you do not deserve what you have received. It will strengthen you when others question how your circumstances changed so dramatically. Gratitude is the attitude that keeps your heart connected to mine, regardless of how blessed your circumstances become. It is the perspective that remembers where you came from while celebrating where you are going. It is the acknowledgement that every good thing comes from my hand. It is the recognition that blessing is not earned but given, not deserved but graciously provided. This gratitude will protect you from the pride that destroys relationships and the entitlement that corrupts character. It will keep you humble in success, generous in abundance, and compassionate toward those who are still waiting for their doors to open. It will maintain your dependence on me even when independence seems possible. Expectation is the faith-filled anticipation that the door you are walking through is not the last door that will open for you. It is the belief that breakthrough in one area creates momentum for breakthrough in other areas. It is the understanding that answered prayer in one situation builds faith for prayer in future situations. It is the recognition that my faithfulness in the past guarantees my faithfulness in the future. This expectation will keep you growing, reaching, believing, hoping, and trusting even after you receive what you have been asking for. It will prevent you from settling for partial fulfillment when complete fulfillment is available. It will motivate you to continue seeking me not just for what I can give, but for who I am. It will inspire you to keep praying not just for your needs, but for my will. The understanding that what you receive is meant to flow through you to others will keep your heart large and your hands open. It will prevent you from becoming a reservoir that collects and hoards blessings. It will transform you into a river that receives and gives, that is blessed and becomes a blessing, that is prospered and becomes a source of prosperity for others. This understanding will guide your decisions about how to use your resources, invest your time, develop your talents, and direct your influence. It will help you see opportunities not just for personal advancement, but for corporate impact. It will inspire you to build not just your own success, but pathways for others to achieve success. It will motivate you to open not just doors for yourself, but doors for others. The knowledge that I will continue opening doors for the rest of your life will give you security in an insecure world, stability in an unstable environment, and peace in the midst of chaos. You will know that whatever door closes, I have another door prepared to open. Whatever opportunity ends, I have another opportunity ready to begin. Whatever season concludes, I have another season planned to commence. This knowledge will free you from the desperation that tries to force doors open that should remain closed. It will protect you from the fear that causes people to cling to opportunities that are meant to be temporary. It will prevent you from the anxiety that comes from thinking that current blessings might be the last blessings you ever receive. The belief that your faithful knocking has been rewarded with faithful opening will establish a pattern of faith that will serve you for the rest of your life. You will remember that persistence pays, that consistency counts, that faithfulness is rewarded, that prayers are answered, that hope is honored, that trust is treasured. This belief will encourage you to approach future challenges with the same persistence you demonstrated in this situation. It will inspire you to face future obstacles with the same determination you maintained during this journey. It will motivate you to tackle future impossibilities with the same faith you exercised during this process. The sound you hear is the sound of hinges that have not moved in a long time finally swinging free. The light you see is the light of possibility flooding into places that have been dark. The air you breathe is the air of freedom replacing the atmosphere of limitation. The ground you step on is solid ground that will support whatever I decide to build on it next. Every sound, sight, breath, and step in your new season will remind you of my faithfulness. Every experience will become a testimony. Every blessing will become a reason for worship. Every provision will become evidence of my love. Every open door will become proof of my power. Welcome to the other side of persistence. Welcome to the reward of faithfulness. Welcome to the fulfillment of promises. Welcome to the beginning of abundance. Welcome to the opening of doors that will never close again. Welcome to your destiny, my faithful champion. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of your legacy. This is not the conclusion of your journey. This is the commencement of your assignment. This is not the completion of your development. This is the activation of your purpose. This is not the final answer to your prayers. This is the first answer in a lifetime of answered prayers. The legacy you are beginning will extend far beyond your lifetime. The assignment you are commencing will impact generations you will never meet. The purpose you are activating will create ripple effects that will touch countless lives. The prayers that are being answered will open doors for others who have been knocking. The breakthrough you are receiving will become the breakthrough others receive through your testimony. Your story will be told in ways you never imagined. Your faithfulness will be remembered by people you never met. Your persistence will inspire believers you never encountered. Your courage will strengthen hearts you never touched. Your example will guide footsteps you never directed. What begins with your door opening will lead to countless other doors opening for countless other people who need to know that doors still open for those who persist in faith. Your preparation is complete. Your character is proven. Your faith is mature. Your heart is ready. Your hands are open. Your future is bright. Your loving God is faithful. Your prayers are answered. Your door is open. Every door opens when faith meets timing. Your faith has met my timing. Your door is open. Step through and discover what I have been building for you all along. A life that reflects my glory has been taking shape. Circumstances that demonstrate my power are being constructed. Relationships that reveal my love are being arranged. Opportunities that express my goodness have been prepared. Experiences that showcase my faithfulness are being designed. The testimony that will encourage generations is being built. The story that will inspire countless people has been crafted. A legacy that will impact lives you will never meet is being created. The platform that will reach hearts you will never see has been developed. A ministry that will continue long after your earthly journey is complete is being established. Bridges over valleys you thought were impassable have been built. Pathways through wilderness you believed was impenetrable are being constructed. Solutions for problems you assumed were unsolvable have been created. Provision for needs you have not yet recognized has been prepared. Encounters with people who will become crucial to your future are being arranged. Strength in your spirit that will never fail you has been built. Wisdom in your mind that will always guide you is being developed. Love in your heart that will always sustain you has been cultivated. Peace in your soul that will always anchor you is being established. Faith in your being that will always empower you has been growing. What I have been building for you is not temporary but eternal, not fragile but durable, not limited but limitless, not ordinary but extraordinary, not predictable but miraculous. It is a masterpiece designed specifically for you, crafted exclusively for your journey, created uniquely for your calling, built personally for your purpose. Step through and discover what I have been building for you all along. Step through and embrace the destiny that has been calling your name. Step through and receive the abundance that has been prepared specifically for you. Step through and walk into the fullness of everything I have planned for your life. Step through, my faithful champion, and let your persistent faith be graciously rewarded with abundant, faithful provision. Amen. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear these words today. Type Amen in the comments to receive this blessing. God is opening doors for those who have been faithfully knocking. Your persistence in prayer is not going unnoticed. The door you have been waiting for is about to swing wide open, revealing blessings beyond what you could have imagined. Trust in His timing, for it is always perfect. Your breakthrough is not just coming, it is here. Every door opens when faith meets timing, and your moment has arrived. Step through with confidence, knowing that your faithful knocking has been rewarded with faithful opening.